It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
This is 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson here, joined by the great Shaquille O'Neal and the equally great Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, it'll be the Cleveland Cavaliers going up against the Houston Rockets at Toyota Center. Taking a look at the Rockets, more than solid play for them of late. 7 wins in their last 10 outings, making their mark and playing well. Tonight, 2 teams that have had great success, the kind of battle that could have future ramifications. Kenny, these teams may have to play each other again down the road in the playoffs. How can they set the tone here?
Oh, send a message. Even if you got to write it and give it to the ball boy to take down to the other bench, you send that message that we're here to play, and this is how it's going to be today, tomorrow, and in the future.
And as a player, you look forward to these matchups, Ernie, because as a team, you learn where you guys stand against the best.
And now let's send it down to Kevin Harlan as we approach tip-off.
K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Hey, DJ. Hey, listen. Local radio station says your outside shot is off.
And these local radio station people think they know everything about basketball.
Hold on. Don't worry. I took care of it, DJ Hot Take. I called in. I gave him an earful, piece of my mind. I let him know. Now go make me proud.
Boo, boo.
I got you.
My man.
Talk about my Rook.
The sun setting over the busy metropolis of Houston, Texas. And that's where we're coming to you from tonight. We have an interconference affair lined up for you today as the Cleveland Cavaliers come in for this one. Welcome, everybody. Glad you decided to spend your Thursday night with us here at 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here alongside Greg Anthony and Chris Webber. DA David Aldridge is on our sideline. Here in Houston, it's another home game for the Rockets. This is a team showing a better record this year over last. This was their goal, and it's coming to fruition so far.
And you know, Houston, they're proving that all the talk we heard about them in the preseason was warranted. What a role this group's been on here early on.
Well, we know what they're capable of, and these fellas aren't waiting around. They're putting the hammer down. I mean, not holding anything back.
And with tip-off coming up, we've got just enough time to hear from our good friend David Aldridge on the sideline. D.A., take it away.
Well, guys, Isaiah Thomas may be small in size, but he's always dreamed big. He said, "It sounds crazy, but I always thought I was going to be an NBA player, that I'd be an all-star and one of the best to play. That was in my head since I was a little boy, before I loved anything, before I knew what love was. I love the game of basketball." Kevin?
Great to hear that, D.A. Thank you. Thomas plays with real passion. You can tell he loves playing the game. And we're watching two of the elite teams, Chris, go head-to-head. This one's going to be terrific.
We all know to be the best, you got to beat the best. Both of these teams are focused tonight.
So the Rockets win the tip. Here's the starting group for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Inside, we got the tenacious Love and Thompson. Thomas and Smith teaming up in the backcourt. And it's James in at the 3 spot. Harden gets the bucket.
The D has to find a way to block that.
Here is Rose. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Parsons outside. In the corner, it's Jefferson. Back to Parsons. Rose kicks to Jefferson. And the go-ahead bucket, no good.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Out of bounds, Cleveland will take possession. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. Look at the Suns. Things going their way so far in this season. Right now, they lead the pack up front in the first spot with the best record. Of course, there's the Rockets in second place.
Yeah, right now, though, the Rockets, as talented a team as they are, has performed at a very high level this season. Everything's gone according to plan up to this point.
That's why you have to give a ton of credit to the players in terms of how they've played all season. And they aren't done yet.
And watching James Harden, the amount of shots he is able to create for himself and his teammates, he just does so much from his position that is unrivaled. One of the greatest offensive threats, not only today, but really of the last decade.
Harden hits them both. And for Harden, he's been in the conversation, Greg, for MVP for several years. The way he's able to just carry an offense with his creativity garners attention.
And Kevin, I think he might have won it last year if it wasn't for the amazing season put in by Russell Westbrook. Don't count Harden out, though. He's such a unique talent on offense. Maybe this will be his year to bring home that MVP award.
The Cavaliers trail by 4. Outer dishes to Rose. Outside Jefferson. The feed to DJ. Lets it go. And the miss by Parsons.
Yeah, that's just poor decision making. He's got to be better in those situations.
I'd love to hear his explanation of Coach right there. I mean, that should be an interesting conversation.
Now, here is Harden. He's coming off a 22-point game against Utah.
Oh, and the rebounding spectacular as well. He was in attack mode all night.
Now, here's Love. Harden missing his last shot. Outside Crowder. And he gets the shot to fall after coming off the pick. Crowder's got his first bucket in this one.
All right, and Crowder working to get more arc on his shot. I mean, served him well there with the defense closing in.
Inabamute kicks to Harden. Nene with the screen on Crowder. Pulls up on the elbow. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Love. Let's use this break in the action to show you the teams that in the last 10 games have been the NBA's best fast break teams. The Rockets, number 1.
I mean, tough to maintain this kind of pace over an entire season. But let me tell you, they are really running right now.
Kyle Korver, he's checked in for Jefferson. Screen by Ba'amute. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
And that's already a second foul. He may have to spend some time on the bench to stay out of early foul trouble.
The Cavaliers trailing. And it's Korver in the corner. Back to Parsons. There's 1:40 left to play in the first quarter. The layup missed.
They hold the early advantage on the glass.
Gordon outside. And no good. Well, the Cavaliers shooting only around 32% so far in this one. The offense looking a bit off kilter. There's a good screen. Rose with the ball. And it's Harden picking him up. Charity stripe shot. That one doesn't go. And Houston the other way now. This game coming after a loss against the Jazz.
Yeah, nowhere near at their best throughout the course of that game. A scrappy performance, but in the end, just not enough.
Yeah, it just wasn't their night. They missed some shots they typically make. Never really got over that hump.
And how about the move he made there to come up and get himself clear in the lane for the deuce?
Parsons on the wing. Over Gordon. And the shot falls short this time.
Well, you see the struggles he's having getting anything to go.
Yeah, but at the same time, you know if he can just break through this cold streak, he can give you what you need.
The Cavaliers trail by 4. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Parsons for 3. And the 3 ball is good. DJ's got his first 3 points of the game.
Well, back before this run in the NBA, DJ was considered a standout prospect in the game. I mean, he took some time off to focus on music, but has now rekindled that love for the game and is making the most of his abilities.
5 to shoot. Gordon, the putback. Wow. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. The Rockets on top, leading by 3. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And LeBron James trying to will his Cavaliers team to a title. Teammate Kevin Love says LeBron made it clear from the start what he expected.
He sat us down maybe right before the first practice and kind of spoke about what he thought everyone should bring to the table. And, we had to hold up our end of the bargain.
When someone like LeBron talks about what you need to bring to the table, you better bring it.
No doubt about that. I think if they just keep following LeBron's advice, the sky's the limit.
Well, it's been a tight one so far as we get the second quarter going back here. And looking at what we've seen from Houston, what do you guys think?
I think they play great D and not giving up anything easy early on.
Yeah, closing down the lane, closing out on perimeter shooters. Interesting first quarter.
Harden and Gordon teaming up in the backcourt. Nene is out there with Luke and Ba'amute. And it's Black in at the 5 spot. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Rockets. Parsons missing again. Rockets leading by 3.
And one thing that is quite clear with the Rockets in terms of their approach is their shot selection. They prefer easy layups or threes. Very rarely will you see them play that in-between game. And with D. Rose going through the free agent process this past summer, very different market than when he first signed his big extension back in 2012. But still, there were teams that wanted what he has to offer, and he'll make an impact.
Rose hits them both. And for Rose in his free agency, he isn't, Greg, the same player he once was, but he can still run a team, and he can get you some points.
Yeah, and his leadership is a big part of the package now. He can be a good mentor to upcoming guards in an organization, act as kind of that bridge, if you will, for a team, or that missing piece for a franchise looking to make a run.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Guys, Tristan Thompson has one of the longest consecutive games played streaks in NBA history. He said, the mind's a powerful thing, and if you tell your brain everything is all right, you'd be surprised on the stuff you can achieve. We have the mental toughness to push through our limits. That's how you become great and test yourself as a player. Kevin?
Well, David, Thompson's certainly a mentally strong player. Always nice to have someone you can rely on night in and night out.
And sometimes Love isn't guardable, has an incredible form on his jump shot. Not being distracted that time by the D.
Nene with the screen on Crowder. And Bahamute the pass to Harden. Another miss by Houston.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Rose kicks to DJ. Looking to end his cold spell. It's rebounded by Houston. Nene's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Outside Gordon. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by.
As he continues to rack up the misses from three-point range, he still appears undeterred. He's going to keep firing from out there.
Wallace with it, working on Black. Here's Rose. Oh, and the jam by Rose.
And you give Rose an angle to the rim. That's exactly what's going to happen. Too quick, too explosive.
Rockets trail by 3. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets.
And for the Cavaliers, every move they make is going to be under the microscope. When you have the league's most dominant player in LeBron James, there's pressure to make the most of his window.
Houston with a big group substitution here. Clint Capella, he's checked in. .111 left here in the second. And for the city of Cleveland, you can't overstate the impact of the Cavaliers' first title back in 2016.
Yeah, a city that had felt cursed in a lot of ways. Now it's been lifted. There's a sense they're back on a level playing field with the rest of the country. Well, that's giving him too much space from mid-range. It doesn't hurt him there, but they can't keep doing that.
Here's Rose. Rockets with the rebound. Black's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Harden kicks to Taylor. Back to Harden. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Harden's got 5 points in the quarter.
I mean, you gotta love, I love the aggressiveness of Harden on offense, just relentless in how he constantly looks for his shots.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Parsons for 3. Nene pulls it in. Nene's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Harden dishes to Taylor. Out to the right wing. And Bahamute the pass to Nene. Nene with the screen on Crowder. Fires the 3. No good that time. And we're through the first half of basketball here in what's been a good one. Rockets lead by 1. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Kyle, tough time getting shots to fall in the first half. How do you get back on track offensively?
Oh, we just got to keep on moving, keep on playing with the pass. And we got good energy. We're just not really making any shots. So we're playing pretty good defense. We just got to knock down some shots.
We'll see if we can get it done in the second half. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway. Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half. An exceptional performance. Houston with a big group substitution here. Black's checked in for Capella. Nene comes in for Anderson. And Mbaamute's checked in for Trevor Ariza. And Gordon subbed in for Taylor. And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Jay Crowder's checked in for Love. Wells comes in for LeBron. Parsons checked in for Smith. And it's Rose in for Thomas. So on the floor for Cleveland. Rose is out there with DJ. Then it's Thompson. Then it's Jay Crowder. And it's Wells in at the 3 spot. Parsons outside. And another miss by Cleveland.
Well, look, he's got to find better looks, so he's never going to pull out that funk he's in tonight. He's been off target for the most part, but it hasn't held them back as a unit.
The Cavaliers trail by 11. Stolen by Gordon. Oh, and here we go with Gordon. Nobody back. And yes, it's good. Gordon's got 17. And that replay brought to us by Under Armour. Another Unleash Chaos moment. One of the more exciting plays in basketball. And that one's good, DJ.
You can't let DJ get comfortable down on the block. He's superb at reading the defense and cashing in deep inside.
Harden kicks to Gordon. Harden outside. A 3-ball. It's rebounded by Cleveland. They put up a nice win against the Bucks the last time out.
Yeah, unfortunately for them, I thought the opponent's defense just never showed up.
But I like that they attacked those weaknesses. They made him pay for a lackluster effort.
He dishes it to Black. Gordon a screen. Here's the screen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shot's good from Mbaamoute.
Okay, we got a nice little back and forth going here.
And I love it, Greg. Both sides inflicting damage from the perimeter. We'll see how the defense is adjusting.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket, guys, still shaking. Parsons against Gordon, and the foul called on DJ. That is his first foul of the game. And the Rockets making a change here. Ariza's checked in. 1:39 left in the third. Nene, the screen, and stolen by DJ. Outside Crowder. Here's Wells. And it's Nene with the rebound. Houston leading by 9. And he got the whistle, so he'll have a 3-point play opportunity. Well, you want to talk about a coach who's known for bringing offense to a team, then Mike D'Antoni is your guy. Widely regarded, Chris, as one of the best offensive coaches in the league and is the godfather, many say, of the 7 seconds or less style of play.
Yeah, you look up at how this team runs their sets and pushes the tempo. It reminds me a bit of how the old D'Antoni Suns played. Certainly whatever team D'Antoni coaches, they're going to have some entertaining and up-tempo play. You can see that he definitely takes rebounding seriously, and his size really helps him come down with plenty of those tough boards.
Harden outside. Nene outside. Mbaamoute against Crowder. 6 to shoot. Back to Nene. And some nice passing there by Houston. Near the 3-point line, it's Gordon. And the wing jumper offline.
He's still looking to get into a groove this quarter.
Outside Rose. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
And it's really all about the evolution of Derrick Rose, finding out how to be more effective at this stage of his career. And, you know, I think he's done a good job of not relying on his outside shot as much. Still can attack and get to the rim, and it's starting to lead to better results.
And both free throws good for Rose. For Rose, the outside shot was something that never really recovered after his injuries, Greg, but he is still a dangerous scorer without that tool.
One of the better finishers still at the rim in the league in terms of guards. His decision to go inside more helped bump that field goal percentage up last season. Not everyone can adjust their game, but Rose managed to do it seamlessly.
It'll go. The Rocket lead is cut to just 7 points in the basket from DJ.
Well, DJ is capable of seeking these outside shots. D can't let him get into a comfort zone from beyond the arc.
Here's Gordon. Lets it go from deep. Can't connect. And we've reached the end of the third. The Rockets on top, up 7. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the fourth quarter. Next. Hello and thanks for joining us, folks. The fourth quarter of play getting started. So it's a narrow win for the Cavaliers, pulling it out. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, have to take a ton of pride in. I mean, they battled with everything they had and came through when the pressure was at its highest.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long.
That's why you pay for those tickets, baby. Big win, baby. Yeah.
Man, I'm spent. I got nothing left.
Yup, leave it all on the court. Forget about the blowout wins in those 30-point games. That game right there defines an entire season. Oxygen, the rookie needs oxygen. Oh! Ow, ow, ow!
You was all right.